Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Gina. Today I'm going to be working on a junk journal. I've talked in a couple videos about how I have been going to our local community art center and making junk journals, and this is the one that we made the other night where I said I learned a whole new stitch. This was so much fun. So we could put hardcovers on them the other night, but I did mine in Christmas colors and she didn't have any Christmas paper. So I brought I got something on my thing, but that's okay. I brought the book board home with me to make mine. So we're going to do that today. And I'll show you what I have here. I'm going to set this off to the side so that we can cover these. I have these two papers that I printed. I just don't have very many Christmas papers. I was really shocked when I was going through my stuff, and I think I said that not too long ago when I was making a Christmas page. I just don't have very much, so I printed these. I had these in my silhouette, whatever you call it. What's it called? What does silhouette call that? Library. My silhouette library. They were way back, so, but I'm sure, I don't think stuff, well, they do retire some things, but I don't know if it's there or not. They were way back in my library. I hit Christmas and I had to go back a couple pages, so I don't know. But anyway, let me see. She had a cool tool that I would like to have that you set on the corner and it gives you the perfect angle to cut these, but I don't have that tool. So I guess what I need to do is put some glue on here and do this. I probably don't. I've got my little thing, but I probably won't get that messy. I got me a little container here. I robbed it from my kitchen. We never use it. And I have this. I got this when my husband was in the hospital, where he was the third city he was in the hospital in. He bounced. He went to the hospital, the bigger hospital close to us. We live in a little bitty town, and he went to the bigger hospital close to us, and they life-flighted him to a big hospital, but then he had to be moved to another hospital for his rehab. Had to go to where there was a seat. No, he didn't have to stay in a seat where there was a bed. Anyway, there was an art store there. I drove by it every time I was leaving my uncle's house to drive to the hospital, and I stopped and I got that. So I've had it for a little while, just waiting until I did this. And I had a brush. There I do. Here. I hope this one will work. So, so anyway, I got this and thinking one of these days I'm going to need that for my journals, and oh, it takes a lot more glue than I thought. Oh my goodness. I wonder if it's my brush that's making it take more glue, because it didn't take that much glue the other night when we were doing our stuff. Switching brushes, because I have a feeling my brush might be causing that. And my brush is not wet. Let me open my dry brush. That could be a problem too. I feel like I want to get my paper out of there. I'm gonna brush a little bit. Okay, this is going better. I should put that brush in there. I don't want to run it. This is a whole new technique for me. This is not something that I have done ever. So, yeah. We're learning this together. Or you probably know it and you're watching me going, no. You're doing that wrong. But I thought, well, I have ideas for the cover. I'm going to turn on the video and we'll do this. Okay, so get a wipe, and I will wipe up my mat so that oh my goodness, I need more room in here. I will dry it and put my brush in there, and I will put my paper here. I will put this on here straight, I hope. Make sure I've got it, yeah, I've got it right side up. Let me put my paper kind of straight on my mat here. Put this as straight as I can do. If I get this out. Yeah, okay. That's straight for me. Get my oh boy. Maybe I'll do this on camera and then I'll turn off the camera and do the back one, and then I'll come back because this is going to be a long video if I do both of them. And I'll come back. Our house is freezing cold. I've been cold all day and now all of a sudden I'm like really hot. So I'm going to try to do this. I don't want to go all the way in. I think I'm going to need to trim some of one of these sides off. I should have trimmed it before I started cutting, I think. Because, well, maybe it'll be okay. So now, let me, nothing like using my vinyl tools. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trim some of this. I'm gonna get my actual trim a little bit off here. I was looking for something that looked kind of old-fashioned Christmas, you know, like 60s, 70s, or even before, and looked kind of country Christmas. And I think I'm going to cut that even a little bit closer. Looks like it's going to have a hard time. Let's see what happens here. If I fold this up now, will it? Yeah, it's going to be okay now. Okay. It was having a little bit of problem before. I have my trash. If I let my trash pile up, I'll be in trouble. Okay, let's put some more glue in. Wrong brush. Don't want that brush. Stuck to my brush. I meant to get me some paper towels. Hey, honey.
Yeah.
Could you get me a couple paper towels?
Absolutely.
Thank you, babe. Just a second. maybe I'll just go ahead and start. I'll wipe it on this towel for now. Oh, here he comes. Thanks. Appreciate it. Alright, now I can wipe it off. Okay, here we go. Guess maybe I should do the long side first. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, that's good. Get rid of the ruler. Just making sure it's in all the way. Maybe I should have this underneath it. Should have known that. I feel like this is all trial and error, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I wish I could have done it at the class the other night. The lady that teaches us up there, boy, she just knows a lot about making journals. I guess that's why she has the art center and has the classes. Because she is very, very knowledgeable. Okay, so is that going to... See, I feel like I need to do something here. Like, fold that in there. That worked. Okay. I think I missed a step there. I did something. But that worked. So, okay. Here we go. Alright, let's fold it up. It's not, I didn't get enough glue or something, because, yikes, my paper towel just unfolded on me. Sometimes working in a small space is, I mean, it's always a little challenging, but sometimes, oh my goodness. Makes you want to scream. Okay, I need to wipe off my bone folder. Or as I called it the other day, plastic folder. I was looking at it like, that is not a bone folder. I got glue on the front. Oh. Oh. Ah. Okay, you get out of the way. You're causing me trouble. Oh. Okay, so I need to put a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue here, and then put that down like that, don't I? Okay. And then put some glue here. Okay. Put this all up. Okay, and we have the first one. So I'm going to pause you and I'll be back with the second one. Okay, I got the other side done, and I'm going to use it for the front. The first side, I did it so messily that it's just got too much glue on it, so I've got it reprinting and I'm going to cover it again. Because it's just, you can really see it up here. And it's kind of sticky and icky, and I'm not going to be happy with that, so it's reprinting. And I came to my senses on how on earth to do it. I don't know why I couldn't figure it out before. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to use this one for my cover. I'm sorry, I'm putting some lotion on my hands. I've gotten so dry from all the using the baby wipe over and over, because this one I did a side and then I'd wipe and then do another side, and so I kept it pretty. I got a little bit down right here, but it's not too bad, and it just kind of looks distressed, and it's not sticky, so I'm fine with that. So we're going to put that on my book cover here. We're going to glue it on here, which is a little bit bigger than my book. I didn't realize that, so I'm going to have to be careful with making sure I get that on there right. I didn't pay attention when everybody was doing theirs. I guess I do it this way. I'm going to have to make it to... I didn't pay attention the other day when everybody was doing theirs. I was still stitching because my hands... we've had a real cold snap where we live. It went... One day it was 78, and then we had storms and stuff come through the night. And overnight we woke up and it was 30 degrees. And it's been down in the teens and everything. And my arthritis, I'm in a flare, and so I was still stitching while they were putting their board books on because, oh, it hurt. It hurt bad. So I wasn't paying attention while everybody was putting their board books on. So I'm glad I'm using this one, because I came to my senses on how on earth you do the cover, I mean the corners, and the corners look better on this one. Except, is that the right, yeah, that's the right side. Okay. Okay, so I better quit talking. Quit. I can't even talk. I'm not feeling good today. Again, with the sinus infection, it just won't go away. I stayed in bed most of the day. I was pretty sick last night. And the sinus doctor gave me a month's worth of, not the sinus doctor, but you know, the ear, nose, and throat doctor. He gave me a month's worth of antibiotic. I take my last pill Thanksgiving morning, because I forgot it. One night I forgot it. And so Thanksgiving morning I take my last pill, so I'll call him after Thanksgiving. He said, call me when you're done, because you probably won't be done. You probably won't get rid of it. My darn deli wraps are up there to put between here. So I don't know what I can put between these things. I can't reach my deli wraps while I'm recording. I have to climb on my desk to get up there and get them. I don't know why I have them so far away, but I do. That'll work. Okay. Now, let's do this thing. I'll quit chatting. Anyway, he kind of sounded like he knew I'd be calling and saying, not done. Because he looked up, he put a camera up in there and looked, and he got some of it out that day. But I don't know how you get real close here without getting on that stitching. I don't get on that pretty stitching. I want to remember what we did so I can remember how to do it again. I know I could cover it up, but I don't want to cover it up. Mine's not the prettiest. I did some of it too tight and some of it too loose, and I'd like to do it without wax thread. I'm not that great with wax thread. Oh, I must have closed my glue. And set that, I don't know where, somewhere. And now I will put this on that. Hope I have it in the right place. pretty even. It's a little bit off. The bottom's a little bit further down than the top, but there's nothing I can do about it now. Not a thing. It's glued. I've still got the string from the wax thread that I haven't figured out if I want to cut or not. Okay, so now we'll decorate. That's what we're here for anyway, right? I'm going to put the lid on this glue. I don't know if that will save it or not. Wipe off my thing. So, I have the cutest pattern to put on here. Let me open up my... I have Little Bear with Lights, and it is from MerryScrapsOfHeavenDesigns.com. Isn't he darling? And on the lights I put stickles. I couldn't tell you what I used. Let me see. I used Stardust. I barely have any left. I haven't bought stickles in so long. I guess I need to. And then I cut a tag. This is again out of my my library. I don't know. I guess I should start paying attention out of my library. I don't know. It just says tags. It doesn't say what it is. Tags. It comes with this one, and it comes with a little one that kind of curves at the bottom. I don't know how to tell you what. It's just tags. That's all it's called. So anyway, and I cut it real big, of course. And how I do that is I open up the finished bear. Let me see if I can tell you how that Little Bear with Lights. Let's see what she calls that. It's just when you open up the Little Bear with Lights pattern, and then it's got, you know, the SVG, the PNG, and all that, and then there's Little Bear with Lights in there. You open that up and it brings up the finished bear. And that's how I size all my stuff, is with the finished bear. Then take that finished bear, open up your tag, and I take the finished bear and I put it on top of the tag, and I size the tag. Well, I've already got my finished bear the size that I'm going to cut my pattern. So the finished bear is the right size of what I'm going to cut my pattern. So I know he's the right size. So then I put him on top of my tag in my silhouette design, or whatever pattern, you know, that you use. Well, I mean, whatever cutting system you use. Then I set him on top of the tag in my like my cutting system there on my mat, and then I will get a hold of my tag and size it until I know it is the right size for this bear to fit on, and then I know then it's the right size to cut. So I know my bear is going to fit on there. I hope that made sense. I don't know, I feel like I'm not making much sense. I hope I did. I don't know. Okay, so before we put Little Bear on there, I love Little Bear. I will be using Little Bear for all kinds of things. He's going to hold hearts and I don't know what all, but I just love this Little Bear. He's so cute. I need a drink real quick. I made him twice, because the first time I messed up his eyes, and I did cut his eyes a little bit bigger. I sized them a little bit bigger because I messed up his eyes. I got him up too high, I think. And I cut him too big. I put him on my journal and I thought, oh, there's no room for the tag. And by the time I put a tag on here, you're not going to see the cover. And my cover is curling really bad. I might have to like put something real heavy on here. I got 2 dictionaries I can put it between. I don't have a book thing, but my husband, I showed him one today online, and he's gonna make me one. I just got a put him in the truck and take him to the barn and help him get stuff. But he's going to make me a book press. Anyway, I made him too big. He's too big. And I didn't like his eyes. I wanted him to have a little bit bigger eyes. And I made him too... They should have been down here. So, anyway, I made him twice. Okay, so... Oh, we're making his... Oh. So I have this velvety ribbon. I got it at my thrift store for 50 cents. And it's old. It's probably from a florist or something. There's a lot on there. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some through here. Oh, and this tag did not come with the, but I went in my library and found another tag that did and took it out of there and then sized it and put it on there. So I'm going to put this through here. Just a moment. And I'm going to get this the size that I want it. Let's see, it's going to be there, so that's plenty big right there. So we'll cut that and get a pair of scissors. Right there. And I'm going to take the back one and twist it. Oops. Now that I twisted it, I need to cut it. Or I'll cut this one that way. I need to cut one of them the other way now that I twisted it. Okay, now I've got them how I want them. And I'm going to staple them. It doesn't matter how it looks stapled because I'm going to cover it up. I'm stapling it just to get it in place here. That's not really how I want it, so I'm going to try to get this one better how I want it. And staple it again. There we go. That'll hold it where I want it. Now what I want to do is get my trimmer here. And hopefully I can get this. Yeah, I'm where you can see, I think. I'm moving stuff on my desk there so I can get up higher. And this trimmer, this is the Works by Memory Keepers. And it's got these, well, I think I had a, it's got these two things here, and you put them in these holes. And I've got my, I don't know, I don't think you can see that. Okay, it's like this. These two little tubes. Actually, I don't think I need that. I have a hard time getting, sometimes being so tall makes it hard. Okay, so what I'm going to do, hopefully I don't need, I can put them back on there if I need them. So then you just take your ribbon and you bring it around. Okay, I started on the wrong side for me, I think. Look at what I'm doing, yeah. What am I doing? This is not working right for me. Okay, now I got it. Okay, I had that ribbon back there and it was causing me trouble. You just, here, I'm not telling you what I'm doing. I'm bringing it around like that. And then I'm going to bring it under the middle. Tighten it. Just coming out right. I hope so. I haven't done this for a while, so I'm having a hard time remembering if I'm doing this right. It's not coming out quite right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's coming out. It's been a while since I've done this. Looks a little crooked though. Looks like I got it over to one side too much. Boy, I wasted a lot of ribbon. I don't usually waste so much ribbon doing this. Wow. Wow, wow. I will have to try to do something with that ribbon. Just because I got a lot of ribbon doesn't mean I needed to do that. Good grief. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay. Bring this back here. Oh, I didn't get the tails right on there. I knew I was doing something wrong. That was the back of it that I was... Okay. Yeah, I got the tails right. I wish I had my glue gun on. I didn't think to do that. This goes right here, and this goes right here. And I like the length that I have that one, so I'll cut this side about the same, I hope. Pretty good. They don't look the same at all, do they? Oh, that's because I did it. Okay, well, we're going to have to cut it shorter. Okay, it'll be okay. Alright, where is my backpack? Probably should have done my glue gun. Oops, I moved it up a little bit to cover up that staple that I put in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use this. Oh, I went off. Glue it down right here. And I think I want to put a little bit of glue right here. About that one now. Sorry about that. Alright, and then we're going to bring our little bear over. Hope I'm where you can see. Ooh. I got too much glue. I don't usually use this glue for doing this. I don't know why I'm doing it. Got some strings I gotta take care of here. Silly on my part. Oh, I forgot about that. Those ribbon's gonna have to go over his face a little bit. Okay. Then on the inside here, I'm going to put this paper. I'll get that done and I'll be back to show you, okay? Okay, I'm back. I've got the front and back covers on, and they need to set under something heavy. So now we're going to put this on. It's got where we folded this. What I plan on doing is putting a notch there and putting making this a pocket. First I need to get this onto here, and I'm not using this anymore. I'm just going to use my glue that I know, because we're through with all that binding stuff. So I'm going to use what I know. I'm not quite sitting in my chair. Right, there we go. It's going to make a lot of noise. It'd be nice if Santa brought me a new chair. I don't think he will. But it would be nice. I cut my paper a little bit bigger than this because I want it to go out over the edge a little bit, and I'll glue it down better once we glue these two pages together. I hope that makes sense. It will in a bit if it doesn't. Lay that down. Okay, so I need to put this sideways so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. Get it even. Okay. And I have lost my green bold folder somewhere here. I'll just use this one. It's somewhere in the piles on my desk. I have been making messes. Okay, now we'll do the back one the same way. I don't know what I'll do with this one. I use white copy paper on the inside, so that's quite different for me. And they're very close together, so I have to be really careful about how I decorate it. It's mainly for writing. And I'm not much on writing. I mean, I write a little bit, but I'm not much on a blank piece of paper and writing on it. So I'm not sure. It'll come to me. If I hadn't done Christmas, I'd give it to my mom. But I don't know that she'd know what to do with a Christmas one. That's coming loose too. I didn't do a very good job. It's coming very loose. Okay, now I've got my whale tail punch here. And I want to take these two here. I guess I'm just going to guesstimate on the center. That looks about right to me. Punch. I'm going to do the same thing back here. sleeve so far up. Okay, and then I'm going to go around the edges here. Way out of where you can see. I'm going to go ahead and put glue down here over where I've stitched because that seems to be coming loose. I'm going to close my book. Don't know if that's what I should be doing, but that's what I'm doing. Hopefully I have a pocket there, and I do. It's just good for a piece of paper, nothing more than a piece of paper. It won't hold anything real thick. But you know, if you're doing writing prompts or something, that would go in there. Okay, now we'll do this side. So I'll put glue. This is where I meant that I'll put the white one over. And I'm going to put glue along my stitching here too. I don't know if this is a mistake or not. Never done one of these journals before. And it's obvious, by the way, my stitching is, but I want to try to preserve this because I really want to remember how we did this. I really enjoyed that stitch. Got a little bit of glue coming out down here. Got a little crazy with the glue. Off my folder. I don't know where my big one is. Alright, there's that. There. Okay, now get that glue off of there real quick. This handmade paper, or hand printed paper, not handmade, the glue really peels off the ink real fast and then kind of runs it. Big difference from using store-bought paper. But I just didn't have any, and it's adorable paper. I've just got to be more careful with my glue. And somehow it didn't print quite right there. I just noticed that. Huh. Well, we're going to cover that up, so it doesn't matter. I've got this piece of paper, and I put it onto, this is just a recipe book that I use because it's on parchment paper and the other side is plain. And so I use the other side a lot, but I just glued it onto here to give this paper some stability. I want to make a pocket out of it. And so I just glued it on there so that we could make a pocket. Let me get my trimmer. square it off here. There. That's it. Okay, so now we need to see how big we want this to be. I was thinking of a corner pocket, but maybe we'll just make a pocket, rectangle pocket with a divot, because that's just about perfect there. Okay, I think we'll cut it. Oh, you can see, yes, cut it about right there. And then I'm going to mark this and cut another one for the back side. I had just enough because this wasn't glued down. Okay, now, is it too wide? No, I think it's just right. Alright, and we want to put our little mark in the center, and this I will make sure I have the center before I punch it. I'm just going to do that to it. And then I can see and I'm just using my whale tail because it was quicker to grab than my circle punches there in the drawer, and my whale tail wasn't. That's the only reason, because it does just what a circle would basically. Otherwise I would have grabbed my circle punch, but they're in a drawer and I have to move something out from in front of them to get to them, and I thought, well, my whale tail's right here. I'll just grab it. Because I grab it more than my circles. Making tabs, and so it's always handier to reach. I grab it more. I wonder if my thing slipped underneath my mat here. Nope. You know, that might look better with the, it looks so squared off. I wonder about doing the corners. I think I will. Let me grab my corner rounder. I wasn't really liking how squared it looked. And I think I'm going to do the 1/2 inch. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I can reprint it. I have so many prints on my Instant Ink from being gone so long at the hospital, and then the first few months, or first couple of months from taking care of my husband, I didn't do anything in my craft room. That is not glued down at all. I'm going to go ahead and punch it and then I'll glue it down. And so I have lots and lots of prints. Lots of prints. Uh-oh, I have no idea where the lid to that went. Oh, I think it went into the deep abyss underneath my desk. I found my missing twine I couldn't find though. Oh boy. Well, hopefully it won't dry up before we get done with this video. We'll just keep using it. I have a wire shelf underneath my desk, and so when things... Oh, I didn't get that one done. When things go deep underneath that, I have a hard time getting under there. I have to almost pull it out. I was just looking to make sure it didn't slip underneath my slippers that are sitting there. Oh my goodness. I wonder if one of my pens will work until I get to my... There, I'll stick that in there until I can get under there. Okay, and then we'll take... Well, I guess we'll use this one. It'll give me the thinnest line. Yeah, if my hands weren't so shaky. That was the clipping from one of the corner rounds. Sorry, the TV in the living room is getting very, very loud. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Now I woke up my phone. It's going to make all kinds of noise, so I don't know which is worse. Oh my, I woke up my phone. There, I turned the volume down. Well, I turned down the TV now. In his defense, I didn't even tell him I was recording. He knew that's what I was coming in here to do, but I didn't tell him I started. This thing finally take hold. I think it did. Okay. Okay. So inside the, I printed this, but I don't like how it's going to look. I don't think I like that. We may not be making tags because I don't like that in there. And I have this, but I don't like that either. I have this, and that, no. And I have this. Like that. I don't think we're making tags. Oh, darn. I don't like that in there, I don't think. We can cut it and see what we think. Let's see. It will be 4.5 by 7. Oh. Well, I can't use my tag maker. I brought my tag maker up, but that won't work. Oh, my brain. I think we're about done with this thing. Oh, look, it didn't fall on the floor after all. No wonder I couldn't find it. Or maybe it fell in the, I don't know. Well, anyway, we found it. By 7. And I'll get this out. Put this right here. And oops, I'm going to have to leave this out. I've never had to do that before. I've never had a tag big enough I had to do that. And I think I want it at 3.5. Yes, 3.5. Let me flip this over. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? Okay, so what I did is I put this at 3.5 and I trimmed it. Now I'm going to flip it over and I can still see my 3.5 mark. I can still see it there, and then I trim it again. And now I have my tag. Yay! And then I can take it. Oops, I'm putting it in there the wrong way. Whoa, it went right through. What did I do that for? There we go. I can also, one of these, I think it's that one. I can put it in here and get it centered somehow. I never have quite figured out how. Oh, that looks about right to me. I'm trying to look at these markings, but that is so hard for my brain to figure out all this backwards stuff. Well, that looks about right to me. I can poke my hoe, which that is not right. No, that is not right. It's off by a hair. It is off by a hair. Does that bother you? It bothers me, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay, now I'm going to take this, and I think I'll just punch this. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. See how that looks. Yeah, works for me. I need a drink real quick. Okay, let's put this on here. Where are my tweezers? They're there. looks like in there. Oh, it's not so bad. That'll work. Then I want to make one to go in there. So that would be, geez, Gina. 5, I think, by 8 1/4. And some of this stuff moved. Put that up. I'm using that. So 5. 8 1/4. Again with this thing. I like this thing a lot. It's very helpful because I don't cut my things very well. I know a lot of people are good at that, but I've never been good at that. And with my arthritis, I have a hard time flipping it over and hanging on to it and cutting. I'm just not very good at that. Okay, let's hold it at 4. So we're going to do 4, I think. Is that too deep? Let's do 4 and an 1/8. 4 and an 1/8. I like that. Yeah, I like 4 and an 1/8. So then we'll put it back at, do I have it at 4 and an 1/8? 4 and an 1/8. Yes, I do. So 4 and an 1/8. I don't like that this is white on the back, so when I go to do something with it, I would probably stencil over it. But that's a future project to, you know, do something to it. Okay, now let's do one for the back too, which this was 5 by 8 1/4, wasn't it? Okay, so 5 by 8 1/4, and then 4 and an 1/8. That doesn't quite look the same. Wait a second. Yeah. Huh. What? That's just 4 and a half. I thought it was 4 and an 1/8. Okay. 4 and a half. I sure didn't think that's what I cut it at before. Huh. This side is not the same as the other side. I don't know what I did wrong. There, it is now. The other side was right, but the one side wasn't. That's weird. Alright. Okay, now finding the center before I punch. Okay, so there's my center. Punch. There's my center. Punch. Okay, put this up. I'm making a mess. And I am roasting. I have a scrap of this here. Let's just do this, or here's a littler scrap. Let's punch Santa's head. You can't tell when you're done what it was. Okay. I just wanted something lighter color. Actually, the holly leaves probably would have been really pretty, but and a bigger ring might have looked really pretty too. Actually, I can tell that's Santa, but I know it is. I don't think later. I hope not. I hope nobody can tell that's Santa. Whoops. Maybe I should have figured out a different place to punch on that. And I'm not even going to worry about inking around that because at a later point I'll be doing something with it. Let's get my book and we'll get this finished. This has went on long enough. And I'm not going to worry about putting anything in because these tags are going to be a later project and they are not going to go in. Are you kidding me? They're not going to go in. I should have tested that before I... Well, they're not going to go in. They're going to have to be cut down. So I'm going to have to finish those at a later time. So, that's the way to end a video, isn't it? Well, thank you for joining me today. Here's a close-up of the front, which was really my main part of doing this video, was to show you this cute little bear, which you can get on littlescrapsofheavendesigns.com. Little bear with lights, and he is $1.50 right now. So thank you for joining me today. You have a fabulous day, and I'll be seeing you soon. I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up and if you would subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.